Welcome to another Friday Moon meditation time. We are going to continue along a theme that we talked about last Friday in using a little bit of a mantra to help us settle into just connecting with ourselves and pausing all the busyness on the outside of ourselves and taking some time to really nurture our own space on the inside and realize and remember that connection that we have as humans, that our minds and our bodies and our spirits all operate and speak to each other as one. And so when we give that connection time some investment of our attention, we get to value it more, we get to recognize it, we get to be in that place that's rich and full and meaningful, and then we can go back into our lives from that meaningful and restful place and engage life more fully and more present. All right, so the mantra that I'm gonna encourage us to use today is to simply be. And we're going to use those very basic 2 words to help us give our minds something to do, which our minds love to occupy itself with a little bit of a task. So we don't have to cut our brains off completely because it's pretty much impossible to do, an impossible task. So if we give it 2 simple words to repeat gently and consistently, then everything can go into that simple place of being without having to overdo or exercise or multitask. All of these things that we tend to overdo and then wonder why we're so exhausted all the time. All right? So feel free to make yourself comfortable. I'm going to close my eyes during this time. Feel free to leave your eyes open if you prefer. You can do this sitting or lying down or standing up. And I'm just going to settle in here to a little bit of a sway side to side. And for a very simple reason, I tend to get tight in my lower back. So the first thing I do when I settle in to sit or to meditate is I just relax my lower back first. So if there's a place in your body where you tend to get tight or stay tight, go ahead and take care of that place. Maybe it's shrugging your shoulders and rolling them back. And just start to pay attention to your body. Help it become more easy and restful. And you don't have to be totally still at any point. If it helps you to keep a little soft sway, feel free to do that. You can stand on your feet and softly sway side to side. It becomes a bit of a meditative movement like Tai Chi in that way. And now let's start to notice our breath without changing anything. Just start to pay attention to each inhale and each exhale as it comes. Notice how long each one is. There's no right or wrong. We're just paying attention. Just gently continue to encourage your body to relax with each cycle of that breath. Nothing to do but to settle in. Now what we're going to do is we're going to hook that very simple mantra to the inhale and the exhale. So as we inhale, gently say to yourself, simply. And on the exhale, simply say to yourself, be. Simply be. Simply be. Continue to say that gently on the inside. No hurry. Your mind starts to get busy and thoughts come into it, just notice that that's happened. It happens to everyone. Pick up that gentle, simple mantra again on your next inhale. Simply. On your exhale, be. Simply be. Simply be. Couple more breaths here together. Start to notice your whole body. Notice your position. Gently opening your eyes. And start to notice the space just around you first. Let's take one big breath in together. And then a slow exhale. And that's it. That's as tricky as it has to be, and that wasn't tricky at all. All right, so continue to just enjoy that simplicity. Take that kind of attitude and that approach into the very next thing that you do from here. And notice, be more aware of what you're in the middle of. Maybe notice your breath while you're in the middle of it, and maybe you can continue that process of simplifying, of keeping yourself kind of nice and calm and at ease no matter what you're doing. You'll enjoy whatever you're in the middle of, I guarantee it, much more than trying to race and just accomplish your tasks or get to the next thing. or thinking of 20 things down the road that you've got to get to next. You may as well just slow down and enjoy one step at a time. And that's the way I believe that we're meant to live life. All right, so give it a try. It doesn't have to be perfect. That's the practice. You just do the best you can, notice, and then come back to it whenever you consider it. All right, thanks for joining, and I'll see you next time for some simple meditation. Have a great weekend, y'all. Bye.